is asking. What does Roark mean when he says that he loves his work? Then he has his doubts. He says, isn't it so that Roark only cares about his artistic expression? And his actions do not comprise of compassion. Where is love? Is this kind of work even worth doing, which makes you personally feel good, but doesn't let you care about anyone else and anything else? Strong. Acharya ji, as I have understood from you, me, okay, there is no individual freedom. Freedom must include freedom from others as well. So, it is our duty to support others as well. But Roark, he doesn't support anybody. He just loves his work and doesn't give a damn about others. Isn't this just ego and personal passionism? At times I'm speechless. What do I say? Especially when I'm quoted against myself. Acharya ji, you said individual liberation is a myth. So one must support others. But Roark does not support others. He is just an egoist who only loves his work. Such a fellow be damned. What do you mean by supporting others? What do you mean by offering support to others? Support for the sake of what? Who is this other that you are supporting? And in doing what? You talk of supporting others as if support in itself is a value. What is it that the others want support for? And yes, everybody does want support. But to what end? To what end? What is it that most people want in life? What is it that most people want in life? And hence, what is it that they are seeking support for? What is it that most people want? Living as per their littlenesses, right? That's the desire. Give me a cozy, cocooned, comfortable life in which I can securely pass away my 60, 80 years without being disturbed by reality. Now, towards this objective, they want support. How is support a holy grail then? How? Plus, Mohit, you have come over without finishing the relevant chapters. Had you really bothered to read till the end of chapter 3, and the beginning of chapter 4, you would have come across an instance in which Roark prevents a young man from losing his life. So there is this summer resort that Roark has created. It overlooks a valley. It looks like organically growing from and growing on the side of a hillock. Absolutely marvelous. So Roark is sitting on the other side, watching his creation. From across the valley, when this young chap, probably in his late teens, probably in his early 20s, comes over. And this fellow has come over probably to commit suicide. He does not know whether life is worth living. It's not that he is sad or suffering. It's just that he is feeling rudderless, meaningless, purposeless. He is not certain whether there is anything called beauty, whether life is worth living at all. And then he looks at Roark watching those resort houses that he has just created. And from Roark's face and from Roark's glance, he immediately makes out that Roark is the creator. He exchanges just a few words with Roark. Just a few words. Says thank you. And returns. Just looking at Roark and Roark's glance and Roark's creation has convinced this young man that there can be passion and beauty and purpose in life. Now, are you saying that Roark does not support others? What do you mean by supporting others? Providing them with crutches? Is that what you mean by support? The greatest support you can offer to others is your own excellence, is it not? The greatest support you can offer to others is your own love and passion and determination and creativity and freedom. Must you work for others or must you demonstrate to them that it is possible for one to work for himself? I'm asking you. Must you work for others or must you demonstrate to them that it is possible for one to work for himself? Most people who say that they are supporting others actually turn the ones being supported into cripples. First of all, you are supporting them in just the wrong endeavor, in just the wrong dimension. How about supporting a thief in his midnight burglary adventures? That too is support, it is not, is it not? Why do you call a theft only when one is taking away something from others? Is it not theft When you take away your greatest possibility and potential from yourself, is it not theft? Are we not criminals against ourselves, first of all? If I deprive you of what you deserve, you say it is theft, correct? If I take something away from you, you say it is theft. What when I take away something from myself? What if I deprive myself from what I truly deserve to be and have? Is that not theft? Why would you support a thief? You talk of support in such a pious tone, as if supporting others is the center of all spirituality. Go support a thief, I say. If you truly must support a thief, how do you support him? By demonstrating to him that it is not necessary to be a thief. No. The thief must be having his own internal logic. At some point, he would have convinced himself being a thief is all right. Correct? The thief too has his own reasons and arguments, no? You have to demonstrate to the thief that it is not necessary to be a thief. Correct? That's how you support him. Or do you support him by taking the dog out for a walk while the thief breaks in? Is that how you support a thief? But such are our inner distortions. Love, care, support. We have truly not merely distorted. We have scandalized their meanings. The meanings that we attribute to words like care and affection and love and support are nothing short of a scandal, a spiritual scandal. Look at the progress that the character of Dominic makes in the course of the novel. Who is responsible for that progress? Tell me. Who is responsible? Roark. And Roark is not always present to physically support her. In fact, they don't see each other for years altogether in between. They have a brief sexual encounter, a series of sexual encounters in the beginning, and then they just drift away consciously. They don't even see each other. But in spite of his physical absence, it is Roark who is always supporting Dominique. Or would you say that Roark is not supporting Dominique because he is not even seeing her? Such are our concepts of support, etc. If you want to support someone, you have to be by her side always, you know. You have to keep tapping on her shoulders, wiping her tears. And when you do such things, then you can be called a supporter. Roark, by just his very presence, is Dominique's support. All that Dominique knows is Roark is. What does she know? Roark is. She does not even know where he is. For several months in succession, she does not even know where he lives, what he does, what he eats, nothing. Occasionally when she visits Mallory, then Mallory tells her. She doesn't even ask, he would simply tell her. Now that's support. When your very being is so resplendent that it becomes like the sun. Does the sun personally come and offer support to every living being in the solar system? Does the sun do that? No. The sun just shines and everybody is supported. The sun does not really personally care for anybody. The sun just is. The isness of the sun is support enough. And we just mentioned Mallory. Mallory was a gone case, was he not? Was he not? He had become a drug addict. He fired at Toohey. Then was released by the police. Toohey said in the court, oh no, I do not want any punishment for Mallory. So probably he was let off with very little punishment. And then, how do we find him next? He's abusing himself. He's torturing himself. He doesn't want to live. And he's the most gifted sculptor. But then Roark meets him. And Roark doesn't console him or say much. Just Roark's presence and the Stoddart temple are enough. Mallory now knows that it is possible to live on one's own terms, on free terms. In fact, at one point, Roark does offer some money to Mallory. Mallory says, I don't want it. What you are giving me is priceless. What money are you offering me? You anyway don't have much. Are you getting it? Our notions of help, care, support, I say, are sick. For us, support just means weeping with the weeping one. We totally forget that in most cases, the ones who are weeping do not need to weep. The ones who are weeping are needlessly weeping. And if you support their tears, you are supporting their false centers. You are making them even more susceptible to more such bouts of false tears. Is that support? Is that support? And Roark is a life-giving force. He opens his own office and he gets his small team. And read how the effect of Roark upon his team is described. It is said that when Roark is in office, his team feels as if the office is alive. And Roark doesn't say anything to anybody. He's a pretty mum fellow. He doesn't talk much. But if he is around, there is a certain vitality, an energy, a truthfulness. Nobody starts laughing or joking. It's just that everybody feels a little more. Everybody feels a little higher. That's a life-giving force, you know. When you support others, not through your actions, but through your being. You get the difference between these two? And obviously that does not mean that through your actions you deliberately hurt others. Your actions too come from your being. If through your being you are supporting others, obviously your actions too would carry the theme of your being, wouldn't they? Look at Mike and all the other gangmen who rush to work with Roark whenever he gets a new commission. Whenever Roark gets a new commission, quickly the news travels to all his buddies, and they all drop whatever work they are currently doing and they rush to Roark and they say, whenever you will work, we want to work with you. Doesn't matter where we are. We will work with you. We cannot leave you. Some of them, in this process, give up on a lot of money as well. They give up on money but rush to Roark. They say, if you are working, we want to be by your side. What do you say? This fellow doesn't support others? Do you say that? Do you say that? It's just that he's not a wet fellow. We don't want support. We want wetness. We want support of the kind that diapers provide. Seriously? So you keep shitting and somebody else keeps taking your shit. That you call as, oh, he's such a sweet fellow. He supports me a lot. How? I keep shitting, he keeps taking the shit. It's a relationship between the asshole and the diaper. Most people never evolve beyond their psychological age of 3, 4, or 10 or 12 years. So they have to be consoled like kids. If a 2-year-old is crying, you cannot talk reason to him, can you? Can you? You cannot demonstrate to him that it is possible to live in transcendental joy. No. What does a 2-year-old need? You pick him up, caress him a little, kiss him twice on the forehead, rock him a little, and then he will be convinced that he is loved. No, I am not abandoned or orphaned. In this world, there is somebody who loves me. He just picked me up and kissed me. I have support. This is all right with a 2-year-old one. It is not all right with somebody who is 20. But even at the age of 20, most people aspire for this kind of a support. Come take me in your arms. Come take me in your arms. Offer me your shoulder for weeping. Be my daipu. Honey, will you be my daipu? A diaper is just too formal. In love and support, it is daipu. Dai-pu. Dai-pu. Surely, with so much of poo, one can only die. Hi, Daipu. I'm so lucky my Daipu takes this much shit. Oh, that's nothing. My Daipu takes this much of shit. I'm luckier than thou. The two of you stop boasting. My Daipu lives in the sewer. He doesn't take shit. He eats shit. He breathes shit. He bathes in shit. The word supporter itself reminds me of funny things. My wicked thoughts take me to unpleasant areas, especially because in my youth I have been a regular gymmer. So I know what supporter connotes. If you are a great supporter, all you will have is balls. That's good for a poster, by the way. And I'll suggest the graphics.